Am I okay? Okay. I'm very happy to be here tonight. Thank you for including us. We're going to do some original tunes and some covers that we enjoy. The day will come when the train keeps rolling and I know where it's going to. When the winds stop blowing and I can be alone in a big old house with you. When I'm ready, when I'm steady, when I'm ready for you. And the day will come when all my fixes and all my glitches are through. When you're the one I live for, the one I give for, when you're the one I come home to. When I'm ready, when I'm steady, when I'm ready for you. And I'm a fool to stand by, and I'm cruel to hide. And I'm a fool to pass on you. This time and I'm a fool to stand by, and I'm cruel to hide. And I'm a fool to pass on to you. This time the day will come when the lights are fading and the yearning's overgrown. When the truth is plain that I'm still the same, that there's no such thing as when I'm ready, when I'm steady, when I'm ready for you. And when I finally meet the blue in the sea and say hello to the ripples on the pond, well, I'll be ready, I'll be steady, and I'll be ready, and you'll be gone. I'll be ready, I'll be steady, and I'll be ready, and you'll be gone. Thank you. Thank you. Palmer, could I just get, I hate to say this publicly, can I get a little more reverb in my monitor, please? Thank you. My mom has just recently, well, she's been working on me for a long time to use set lists, and I'm finally taking her advice. So this is a song off my most recent recording. It's the first song on the CD. It's 5 or 6 songs rather. And it's a song about missing the boat, the love boat, as it were. You, babe, my heart is a storm, and for you, babe, I am forlorn. And the truth is, I was late. And you've gone your way. I'm stuck in your wake, and you're out of sight, and I'm lost into your tide. And I'll keep my ear to the wind to hear for your coming. to hear. For your coming. When I'm gone, babe, I'll never really go, babe. And when I go, babe, I won't get far along. If my sorrow could take flight, then I'd fly all night. If my sorrow could take flight, then I'd fly all night. I'd fly all night. Just a little more volume. Okay. Hey, Palmer, could I just get a little more volume vocally in my monitor, please? Thank you. So this is a fairly new song. I wanna grow up, be a woman, wanna show up, be one of the good ones, wanna hide all my wear and tears, wanna notice where I'm going before I get there. And what are you doing when you wait for the train? Hear the music, feel the rain, and who knows how long. Who knows how long till the clock will stop. I wanna look up and stare at the sky. I wanna gaze into her eyes. I wanna love with my hands behind my back. I wanna give with no strings attached. other shoe drops. Busy living, ready or not, and who knows how long. And who knows how long. Till the clock will stop. 2, 3. Another day goes by. Another chance to open your eyes and leave it behind. Leave it behind. And I'll be skipping when the other shoe drops. Busy living, ready or not, and who knows how long. And who knows how long. Till the clock will stop. Thank you. Thank you. So I was just making a joke about forgetting lyrics to Bob Dylan songs, or screwing them up somehow. So I'm going to try not to do that here. I want to thank Robin, Betsy, Kathleen, Kim, Palmer, Kate, and Steve, and everybody else involved here, Ivan, for putting this on tonight. Don't want to talk about it too much because I'm kind of a sap. We're really happy to be here. Thanks. And what a beautiful space. I mean, I would want to do business here. So fresh and clean and inviting. Sorry, Palmer, can I just get a little more volume in my vocals? Sorry. Go away from my window. Leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want to be. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone, never weak but always strong, to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, and it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one that you want, babe. I will only let you down. You say you're looking for someone, promise never to part, someone to close his eyes for you, someone to close his heart, someone who will die for you and more. And it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. Go melt back in the night, babe. Everything inside is made of stone. There's nothing in here moving. And anyway, I'm not alone. You say you're looking for someone, will promise never to part, to gather flowers constantly, to come each time you call, love her for your life and nothing more. And it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. And you say you're looking for someone, a promise never to part, someone to close his eyes for you, someone to close his heart. I love her for your life and nothing more. Thank you. Thank you. This is Dan Given, everybody. Thank you. Dan and I have actually, he has been with me since the beginning, since my very first open mic days at O'Shea's Old Inn in Dennis. We used to practice in the back room. Yeah. We did, yeah. We're going to try to lighten it up a little bit. This is a Van Morrison tune. Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, neath the cover of October sky. And while the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow, and I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low, and all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush, and all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have some more romance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? And well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning is come. Now I know the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. And every time I touch you, you just travel inside. And I know how much you wanna be that you can't hide. Can I just have some more romance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Dan O, everybody. And it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow, and I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low, and all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush, and all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have some more romance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Thank you, thank you. I'm like looking at it every time, like I can't do two things at once, like look at the next two maybe. Yeah, like a teleprompter. Two more? We have two more songs for you. Thank you so much again for supporting this cause. Oh, God. I don't know if I can handle it. Okay. So this is a song that I wrote way back. It was I think it was number 2. It was the second song I ever wrote, and it's about a very special lady who happens to be here tonight. Can I do it? I don't know. Sorry, Dano. She moved to settle one last time. Unwrapped all her boxes to the same old rhyme. The time for these, she said, has gone by. So leave the silver, I'll use it now. Keepsakes for keeping stand proud on their shelves, and the weeds in the garden can pull up themselves. And the time I've left is all the time in the world. I've already found all my diamonds and pearls. And all she used to lock away, the good, the shiny, the top shelf display, is hers now. The queen of the cave. The years I spent feeding and teaching a child are all but memories now on trial. And the one I lost has owned my heart since, and it's too late to ask what might have been. And all she used to lock, the good, the shiny, the top shelf display, is hers now. The queen of the cave. is hers now. The Queen of the Cape. Haven't done that one live in a long time. We have one more song. Thank you. So this, two things. I have CDs here that are for sale, and all proceeds, they're $10, and all proceeds will go to the fund tonight. And this next song is also attached to, thank you, is attached to another ongoing cause that's local here to the Cape, and if you'd like to know more about it, you can talk to me afterwards. Thank you. In the night, I heard a warning, heard her call you home. And in the waking early morning, the bird that I knew had flown. I should have known, come to the rescue, told you you're not alone. Told you it's only a fleeting moment, just as a south wind blows. And oh, tomorrow heals today. And oh, your sorrow will fade. And here we are in the heart of the living, pain that we knew has grown, pain that we knew is bleeding, taking in the memory of you. And oh, tomorrow heals today. And oh, sorrow will fade. Show us what love is. Bird that we knew has flown, bird that we knew flew to his home in the nape of a cloud. And oh, heals today. And oh, your sorrow will fade. And show me what love is. Bird that we knew has flown, bird that we knew flew to his home, his home in the nape of a cloud. Bird that we knew flew to his home in the nape of a cloud. Dan Given, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to have Jordan come in. We're going to take a short break so you can get more refreshments and refill your plates and what you need to do. And then after she takes a few minutes, Jordan's going to come back out and she's going to be there to sell CDs and to talk and meet and take pictures with you if that's what you would like. And then we're going to kick off, when we kick off with Kate and Steve, they're going to do, it might be different in your program, so they're going to do a full set all the way through, and they're going to do their meet and greet after their set. We were going to break, and we're not going to do that. So break now, meet with Jordan, buy her CDs, because all the proceeds are going to Houston Food Bank. Give it up for Jordan for that. And then we're going to reconvene for the feature of tonight's show, and we'll do the meet and greet with Kate and Steve after they play their sets. So short intermission.
Told me about you. He's 23.
What about all the other people that might be thrown out?
Where is Bob? Bob Weiser. Hey, how are you, Bob? Nice to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
I've been sitting there trying to get your
My attention? I'm so
your
sorry.
attention. I thought you were looking right at me.
Oh, and then you were waving and I didn't do anything?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hey, Ralph. How are you?
We have on the schedule. And then if Jordan still sounds, he can brush them.
Okay.
We're gonna probably take 5 more minutes.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're selling CDs.
It's probably going to take that long for these people to sit down.
Yeah. It's only 5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys. Thank you, 5.
I've heard so many albums. Do you guys know Bob?
Steve. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Bob Weiser, WMR, Provincetown.
Kate and I have met once or twice over the last 40 or 50 years.
50 years, that's right.
So you know
Being
Bob.
the spring chickens that we are. So what's the?
Can we
next
do
10
a more
minutes looking
upbeat introduction for Kate? and
Yes,
Steve?
I will.
Deal. I'm willing.
He's not trying to hit you there.
Did you get a sandwich, Bob?
Yes.
Excellent.
Got a,
Are you a DJ at the radio station or the program director?
program. We don't have a program director. Just have programmers.
How long have you been there?
Lots of them.
How long have you been there?
I've been at OMR since 2001.
Wow, that's when I moved to the Cape.
I did my first fill-in as a volunteer the week before 9/11.
Ah,
I'd been trained reluctantly by the volunteer coordinator. I'd been doing radio in Boston for years.
right.
And when I moved to the Cape, I thought, wow,
He was a
I knew
concert.
some people who did. Out of the blue, they call me up on a Friday afternoon. The guy who does the Friday night rock show is sick. Can I fill in? I know about as much about contemporary rock and roll now or in 2001, right? But my youngest child was visiting, my son, the musician. I said, hey, Ben, you want to come to the radio station and help me do my first radio show? He says, sure. And we get to the station, we got 30,000 CDs there, and he looks around, he says, there's nothing here to play. So we faked it for 3 hours. It was fun.
Nothing cool.
And they let me come back. And now it is 16 years later.
Yeah, but you were a concert promoter.
I was. That doesn't count.
I'm gonna check on Jordan's fan.
Is there anything specific you want me to say or not say?
No upcoming shows that you want to talk about?
Well, we're going on a Sister Katie visitor tour.
Kate Revisited. Is that your first CD?
First album.
Oh, that's right, first album.
I still have all my albums.
First album, 1970?
Back from what, when? 1971.
71. 70, 71. Pretty close.
That's right, that's right, it's all, you know. And, what else? I
Will you
remember.
be back this way on that tour? In the, and
No,
in the
well, in,
And Bull Run and Shirley.
Arlington, Mass. and Bull Run.
I used to, I started a concert series at Bull Run, Charlotte.
You did? Wow.
Circa 95 to 99, I ran concert.
Cool.
And George was not the principal at the time. His sister-in-law owned the place. And she wanted to use his connections to take over what I was doing. So I left. And was there. They're doing great work.
That's
You
great.
played there before?
I played there in, 02, 03, yeah. That's it.
So that was I think he's got the place a little bit more lively than it was then.
Okay.
I hope.
Steve, there's beer and wine out there. Do you want me to use anything?
I've got a
Yeah,
cup ready to go up
yeah.
there, so I'm good, yeah.
You ready, Bob?
Let's make sure Palmer's ready.
Is it on? Is it on? Are we live? We're live. Welcome back. How about another hand for Jordan Renzi? The homegrown talent. There's a lot of good players coming along here on Cape Cod, and you know, Kathleen and Kim both are big contributors to the whole process of bringing opportunities for people to sharpen up their licks and see if they've got the stuff to be performers. And they do that partly through hosting open mics in different locations. Kathleen at O'Shea's Old Inn on Mondays, is that right? And Kim, you've got something going on at the library once a month, is that right? Kim, are you here? Hello, Kim. Anyway, if you want to get a picture of all the people who are developing their talents in the singer-songwriter folk music universe here on Cape Cod, Kim and Kathleen are good people to follow on Facebook and other places, and go to the open mics that they host, go to their performances at farmers markets and restaurants and cafes all over the Cape. Kim's got a brand new CD that is going to get played on the radio for the first time on Monday morning. If I didn't break it when I sat down on it in my back pocket. It's a little crooked, but I think it's still okay. O'Shea's. Did I say O'Shea's? Yes, O'Shea's. Good place. And you can also hear this music on WOMR, community radio here on Cape Cod. That's right. I host a show there every Monday morning, 91.3, 92.1. So, once more, I'm talking about things you didn't come to hear. You did come to hear our featured artist and the headliner for tonight's show. We were just wondering whether it's 40 years or 50 years. It's probably only 40, because we're not old enough for it to be 50. But Kate has been recording and performing for a long time, and she comes from a well-known musical family and made her first recording in 1971, and she's about to have a kind of an anniversary tour to celebrate the release of her first LP. Remember LPs, folks? It's called Sister Kate, And Kate Taylor's going to come out and sing some songs for you, new ones and old ones. So please give a warm welcome to Kate Taylor.
Look like, there you are. You look like a beautiful garden of flowers. Thank you so much. You're part of the solution. You know, we can feel so helpless about what to do with for our fellow citizens who are being challenged so extensively and extraordinarily. And here we are. We're doing something for them. It's so nice. Thank you for being here. I had the great honor and privilege of singing with the fellow who had the hit with this first song. Back in, he had the hit in, I think it was 1968, and I was thinking, you know what, this is a really nice song, and we need to dial it back to 1968. Let's start there, and let's do a do-over. Okay. Look over yonder, and what do you see? A new day is coming, most definitely. A new day is rising, and people are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Crystal blue persuasion, yeah. You better get ready to see the light. Love is the answer, and that's all right.
Don't you give up now,
'cause it's so easy to find. Just look to your soul,
look to your soul,
and open your mind.
crystal blue persuasion. It's a new vibration. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal
blue persuasion.
Maybe tomorrow,
when he or she looks down on every green field in every town, and
all of the children
in every nation, there'll be peace and good brotherhood. Crystal blue persuasion, yeah. Crystal blue persuasion, yeah.
crystal blue persuasion.
Thank you. Let's see, we got this. Is this too loud? Too loud? Okay. Okay, this next song you do not want to sing at a wedding. Wait, wait, stop the wedding. You're just marrying her for spite. If she knew the inside story, she'd tell you what you're doing just ain't right. I know you don't want to hurt me, so stop this madness before it starts. Revenge will only cause you regret. So don't do it, don't break two hearts.
Don't break two hearts.
'Cause you belong to me, oh darling. I belong to you deep down, inside down. Well, I know you feel that way too. So baby, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
Stop away.
Don't do it.
Oh, don't you break two hearts.
Don't break two hearts. Don't do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
Stop away.
Don't do it.
Oh, don't you break two hearts.
Don't break two hearts.
No, no, baby, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
Stop away.
Don't do it.
Oh, don't you break two hearts.
Don't break two hearts.
I heard that sung 1,000 times by the late, great Miss Etta James. Do not listen to her version. I've had, can you hear that there's some sort of a high tone coming off that? Okay. I heard Bonnie Raitt say one time that she had to follow Etta James on stage, and she said, all she left me was the greasy pan. Okay, so yes, I made my very first recording in 1971, and then went home and went into my friend's teepee and said, that's it, I've got to have one, and I stitched up a teepee and must have rolled a couple of joints or something, because it was 6 years later when the brother James shows up in my teepee yard and said, Kate, they've just you know, I've just signed with a new record label, and they've offered me the opportunity to produce somebody. Would you like to make a record? So, you know, let me think about it. Yes. Then we put that one out. That one was really original. It was called Kate Taylor. And then a couple of years later, I went down to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and worked with the Muscle Shoals rhythm section down there and made a record. And then I had my two greatest hits, namely my two daughters. And I know, it was fabulous. But anyway, you know, once you have two little kiddos, there's not much traveling around that, you know, that's not part of the plan anymore. But, here we go. But music was always simmering on the back burner, and we had wonderful players that we were working with, and over time, the recording gear got smaller, and the kids got bigger, and we decided to start a new record. And our friend Tony Garnier, who plays bass with Bob Dylan and is his music director, he was he would play with us when he was off the road with Dylan, which of course wasn't this is way too loud too, Palmer. Yeah, it's over the moon. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Bob Dylan. When Tony was free from the tours, and then we could work with him. And my husband Charlie, we heard on the radio one morning that Bob Dylan had to cancel a lot of dates because he had some terrible infection around his heart. Well, this was terrible news for Bob Dylan, but it was great news for us, because it meant that there's some kind of a low hum, isn't there? Is that me?
That's you. No, you're good. Your string's ringing. That's all.
My string's ringing. Okay, so Charlie, my husband, sat bolt upright in bed. He says, "You know what? Let's make a record." So we wheeled the gear in, and we started this new record. It was it ended up that thankfully Bob Dylan got well, and so Tony and Charlie were co-producing the record, but Tony went back out on the road with Dylan, and so we got to recording when Tony was available. Can you turn this down more, Palmer, please? So then, we finished the record. We started it in 1995, and we finished it in 2002. So a lot of life goes on in that kind of time frame. But during that period of time, I met and heard this wonderful singer-songwriter by the name of Erica Wheeler, and she played this next song, and I really wanted to record it. I asked her if I could. She said by all means, and it ended up being the title track for that record. It's called Beautiful Road.
Traveling down the highway, my fingertips are tingling. Every landscape mirrors how I feel. I got wide open valleys and high walls of stone. Sometimes I can see things up and down. It's beautiful. The wind whistles through my window and says time. The wheels turn and spin like the thoughts on my mind. I'm thinking about the places and everyone I've known, all the closeness and distances. Beautiful. When I reached California, I stood with open eyes, high above the sea, on a golden hillside. And I could drive no further, just as if I'd always known that I was the destination. It's beautiful. Traveling down the highway, my fingertips are too. Every landscape mirrors how I feel. I got wide open valleys and high walls of stone. I'll always be a traveler. It's beautiful.
And that beautiful road took me to the town of Aquinnah on Martha's Vineyard, where I think we were the first folks who were non-native people who lived there year-round, except maybe that guy Van Doren, that was the $64,000 question guy. I think he hid out in Gay Head for a while. That's the lore anyway. But anyway, so we moved into town, and the town is a home of the Wampanoag tribe of Gay Head, Aquinnah, and they are the same family of folks that welcomed the Pilgrims. And in spite of their better judgment, they are continuing to welcome the Pilgrims, and they're very generous and loving and fun-loving, and. So they showed us how to survive from the 20 miles from the nearest loaf of bread. And they taught us fishing and told us where to get the key to the town gas pump. You know, all the crucial things. So there was one fellow who was an elder in the tribe. His name was William Vanderhoop, and he had a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids. And when he died, I thought this would be a wonderful opportunity to get a song together for Billy Vanderhoop. This is it. Billy's a diamond, Quinn a Wampanoag, singing the old songs, bull raking the hogs. At 7 sharp, you know, his boat's in gear. Gonna tear right out of here. Shake down the bushels till they like to burst. The scallops are plenty, he's off the pond first. Like the clams he harvests, man did he spawn. Each one is special, he's the king of the pond. Yes, he was the king of the pond. He was sweet and he was strong.
was king of the pond, and towing the drags till they're deep and full. Doesn't need hydraulics to help him pull. Like the clams he harvests, man, did he spawn, and each one is tasty. He's the king of the pond. Yes, he was the king of the pond. And he was sweet, and Lord, he was strong. Like the tide that carries him, like the way he sang along. Well, everyone knew he was king of the pond. And on his deathbed, when we all gathered round, drum beat by the fire, and the whiskey went down. 13, 15, no one is quite sure. He's father to many, and he's grandfather to more. He's the king of the pond. He was the king, king of the pond. And he was sweet, and Lord, he was strong. Like the tide that carries him, like the way he sang along. Everyone knew he was king of the pond. The pond that I'm talking about is Menemsha Pond. It's about 3 miles across, it's 10 miles in circumference. It's a tidal pond, and for thousands of years, the Wampanoag people have been taking food out of there and partying around the pond shore and having a, just basically having a good life down there. And it was always very reassuring because when you could see William out on a tide in his skiff, and he had a little transistor radio on the bow, and he had it tuned to an oldies station, and he'd be singing along in full voice as if no one could hear him. But of course, you know how sound travels across the water. Well, boom, everybody could hear William singing this. And everyone knew he was king of the pond. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we got that little whistle going, right? What was it? Feedback, maybe? Anyway, we appreciate comments from the audience. Are there any questions? Are there any answers? That's the question. Huh? 9W. 9W.
Jack Kennedy's favorite joke.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, the answer is 9W. What's the question?
Oh,
Dr. Wittgenstein, you spell your name with a V?
9W. Oh, that's hilarious. That's fabulous. Okay, so we were asked to perform over at the Guthrie Center in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. And I know, it's a great venue. And one year that we were there, they asked us if we would consider, they asked all the folks who were going to play there, if they would consider writing a song in honor of Woody Guthrie, because it was the 100th anniversary of his birth. And so I thought, well, this is a challenge. I went and looked online, and of course, turns out Woody Guthrie has written every song that ever was.
So, you know, and there's even more that we don't even know that he has. And anyway, so it was an honor and a challenge to think to come up with a tune, and this is what we've got.
To them had a sky full. If man is not perfect, he was a man. If the singer tells the truth, he sang. There were people who fought, and people who feared him, people who looked, and people who cheered him. When he said that still speaks to me. How far have we come since he walked this way? And if songs were diamonds, he had a hat full. If stars were the best of them, he had a sky full. If man is not perfect, he was a man. He sang. Stars were the best of me, had a sky full. If man is not perfect, he was a man. Tells the truth, he sang. Can't measure a man by the truth that he tells, but where that truth reigns, and where that truth dwells. Man was a James, you can feel his reach. In the songs our children sing, this man was a James, you can feel his reach. In the songs we the people sing, in the songs we the people sing, song we the people sing. Thank you. Well, as Bob was saying, I come from a family of performers, as Libby likes to say, we're circus folk. But I think it's because people say, well, what happened in your house? What was it? I said, well, there were 5 of us in 6 years, and I think the only way you could get word in edgewise was to get on stage. So, we had opportunities for musical instruction. We had wonderful records in the house, and
the parents would take us to shows on Broadway, and we had what I consider a pretty full range of musical experience coming up, especially in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where it was kind of the crossroads. There was R&B, there was country, bluegrass, Appalachian folk. There was all kinds of different types of music coming through that town, and we were just sort of immersed in all of it. But there was one record that our mother was hesitant about encouraging us to listen to, which of course was the one we wanted to hear the most, which was Ike and Tina Turner's Dynamite record. And there's a picture of Tina looking pretty sharp, and this explosion behind her, and then this profile of Ike looking a little bit like what you might what they might characterize Satan would look like. And but of course, so now I've been singing songs off that record ever since, and here's one of them. Oh, there's something on my mind. Oh, somebody please tell me what's wrong.
You're just a fool, you know you're in love. You've got to face it, you're really in love. You say you're good, I know you've been bad. Sometimes you're happy, baby, sometimes sad. You know you love him, but you can't understand why he treats you like you do when he's such a good man.
He's got me laughing and I should be ashamed.
Wow.
Got me smiling when my heart's in pain.
Wow.
Oh, I must be a fool, but I do everything he tells me to. And how come
You're just a fool, you know you're in love.
Tell me what you say.
You've got to face it, you're really in love. You say you're good, I know you've been bad. You're happy, baby, sometimes sad. You know you love him, but you can't understand why he treats you like you do when he's such a good man.
Without a man, I don't want to.
Wow.
You think I'm lying, but I'm telling you like it is.
Wow.
He's got my nose open, that's no lie. And I'm gonna keep the man satisfied. How come
You're just a fool, you know you're in love. You've got to face it, you're really in love. You say you're good, I know you've been bad. Sometimes you're happy, baby, sometimes sad. You know you love him, but you can't understand why he treats you like he do when you're such a good man. Sometimes sad. You know you love him, but you can't understand why he treats you like he do when he's such a good man. No, 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 nothing but a fool. No, 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 no. No, 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 nothing but a fool. No, 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 just a fool. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Just a fool. No, 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 no. Just a fool.
going to have to wait till next lifetime to do the Tina moves. But maybe if I get a new knee. Oh God, my dream of dancing like Tina Turner. Oh my God. Well, anyway, on to my next dream, which is to tap into my Scottish roots, which. See, do you hear that? What is that booming thing? It's really distracting. I don't know how it feels for y'all, but it's pretty bad up here. Hello. I am Hurricane Harvey, and I'm coming after you. Testing, 1, 2, test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. What comes after 2? 3. 1, 2, 3. How's it going? That's better. That's better. Okay. Sir Harry Lauder. He had he's a Scottish balladeer who had some of his greatest hits back about 110 years ago. And he did several farewell concert tours of America back in the early 1900s, and was kind of a smash sensation. And I heard some of his material, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get me one of them tunes. So this is it. Never worry, and I never grieve. I take things nice and easy. What I cannot take, I leave. I work the whole week long from early morning till late at night. Come Saturday, I eagerly look forward with delight to beautiful Sunday. I wish it would never come Monday, for I lie between the sheets, my bed and door. Oh, it's so nice. It's very, very nice to get your breakfast in your bed on Sunday morning. What joy, what great relief it is to hear the kirk bells ring. I will not miss their welcome tone, no, not for anything. When they commence to ring, I rise, and then I tiptoe over to the windy and I take a look out, and if it looks like there might be a chance that it will rain within the next month, I load my pipe and light it and jump back in bed again. Oh, beautiful Sunday. I wish it would never come Monday, for I lie between the sheets, my bed and door. It's so nice. It's very, very nice to get your breakfast in your bed on Sunday morning. Well, we're all so incredibly grateful to have the job, and we go to bed and we wake up in the morning and we slap on the work clothes and we get out to it and we work really hard and then we come in and then we go to sleep and then we wake up the next day and we get to bed, get to work, and it's the same thing. This goes on day after day after day, and then one day, one morning, you wake up and you realize that you don't really have to get out of bed. And you can smell the bacon skirling in the pan. And there's somebody who did have to get up and get out of bed, who's down in the kitchen making the coffee, making the breakfast, and tiptoeing gently up the stairs in order to bring you your beautiful Sunday. I wish it would never come Monday, for I lie between the sheets, my bed and door. Oh, it's so nice. It's very, very nice to get your breakfast in your bed on Sunday.
call me up, tell me to meet you at 9. I have to hurry, hurry, but I'm there on time. I walk right up, knock on your door. And the Lord says he ain't here no more. I ain't never seen nobody like you. Yes, I love you just the same. Tell me sweet things that you don't mean. You got me living in a haunted dream. You make me do things I don't want to do. And say, Katie, what is wrong with you? I ain't never seen nobody like you. But I love you, yes, I love you. I love you just the same. I love you just the same. I love you just the same.
Steve Mayone.
Thank you.
So I recommend that you go and hear some of my family members when they come to a town near you. They're really quite good. But two of them have written songs about our time growing up in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and I thought maybe there was time for the sisters, kind of addition to the trilogy. Let's make it a trilogy, people. And this is what came up. We are the Chapel Hillbillies, a mixture of grays and blues. One was built like a barrel with a face like the sun. Good God, his voice was a glorious one, but his blues were as deep as the sea. He tried to lighten it up, but it wasn't to be. And one is built like a reed that the wind blows through, with a heart like a harp, and he sees deep in you. With his ears on the music out in the spheres, your soul's in his hands and his vision is clear. When the sun did shine on Carolina, I knew then there's no place like there is young wind and the springs high. Said the largest sunrise touches the sky. Carolina, yeah. Carolina. One word's like a hummingbird, rings like a bell. And he can fly a plane, he can dig a well. And his words like the preachers strike their mark. And he'll make you laugh with his mighty spark. The youngest is cool like a shady day. The wind and a hammer and a song he plays. And if he gives you a sight of his light inside,
Do what?
Thank you all. Oh,
Wait a minute.
wait. Did I tell you about my grandchildren? Yeah. We can relax, people. Perfection has been achieved.
You got both of them?
This is just the one. I now have two. But she's just two, so she doesn't know yet that she's not included. But this is my beautiful Peach, Fiona. Does that happen to everybody that you call them the wrong names? Oh my. Anyway, I recorded this next song when I was 19 for the Sister Kate record. And it was written by Jerry Ragaboy, and Howard Tate made a hit with it. And I toured and sang the song, and then I hadn't sung it since. But when I became a grandmother, I said, all right, it's time to dust off this old number. anyhow. Woo! I think he did. All right. Now, back in September of '01, we were just about done with that Beautiful Road record CD, and Charlie, who had co-produced the thing, there was a couple tiny little things that we needed to fix, nothing major, and we were at home, and there was a bird, a red-tailed hawk that was in the cedar tree out in the yard, and this bird was, it's not so strange to see a red-tailed hawk, but this bird was caw, caw, caw all day. And then we woke up the next day, the bird's going caw, caw, right there in the tree, all day long, calling and calling. I went out for an errand, I came back, the bird was calling. And Charlie said, that bird really likes you. Now we had, one thing that had happened during the making of this record was that we'd realized that Charlie was not very well. And so it became his mission to finish this record. And we didn't know that his demise was imminent, but here was this bird, and then we went to sleep, and then Charlie woke up and he couldn't stand up. So we took him down to the hospital, and then we had to med flight him up to Boston. And that was on September, I think it was late September 9, 2001. And then his mother and his sister flew up. He went into the ICU, and his mother and his sister flew up from Florida, and the kids, we all gathered around. And then September 11 happened, and then we realized that we had to let him go. So on September 12, we let him go, and then we brought him back home to Gay Head and had the ceremony at the cemetery there. And there was a red-tailed hawk that was circling around the cemetery and the gathering there. And then a few weeks later, it was our daughter's birthday, and the red-tailed hawk was back at making its presence known. And then it was our anniversary, and there was the red-tailed hawk. And then a few weeks after that, it was on Charlie's birthday. I stepped outside to take a walk, and the red-tailed hawk followed me down the street, down the road. So I said, okay, I get it. I get it. This is, so now I'm always very, very comforted when I see a red-tailed hawk. But after that walk, I came in and I wrote down some words, and then my friend Billy Derby, you can turn this down, Palmer, sweetie, thank you. Our friend Billy Derby put it to this music.
Down from the sky. sweet to think his work is done. I want my baby, I want my baby, I want my baby back. I've been waiting for your days on the way of the red this morning went through over. Thank you so much. Have we got time for a couple more? One more? One or two? Okay. My love is no... Oh, sorry. Go again, yeah. My love has no beginning, my love has no end, no front or back, and my love won't bend. I'm in the middle, lost in a spin, from loving you. Don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know how glad I am. My love has no bottom, my love has no top. My love won't rise and my love won't drop. I'm in the middle and I can't stop from loving you. And you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know how glad I am. I wish I were a poet so I could express what I'd like to say. I wish I were an artist so I could paint a picture of how I feel today. My love has no walls on either side. That makes my love wider than wide. I'm in the middle and I can't hide from loving you.
You know, thank you all so much for coming here tonight and being able. Thank you to this Cape Space. Thank you to Kim and Kathleen and the amazing Orbisons and Bob Weiser and the whole crew. Everybody really made the scene, and who knows? Maybe we've really been able to help some people tonight, which is so sweet. So thank you all so much. Well, you don't knock,
you just walk on in.
'Cause the
door to heaven's in. There's love and joy for you to share the whole day through.
And
I know my friends are there
to
rest in heaven's nest. You don't knock, ring, or push a hole. The door's wide open, waiting for you, so you don't knock.
you just
Walk on in.
Well, I've walked life's winding road,
Oh yeah,
and it's a joy to shed this load.
oh yeah,
Well, I've traveled both night and day,
oh yeah.
so tired I could hardly break.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus, my light and my guide.
Oh yeah,
You know he's ever by my side.
oh yeah.
So now I'm walking, not knocking into heaven with pride.
Well, you don't knock, you just walk on in. The door to heaven's in. There's love and joy for you to share the whole day through. I know my friends are there to rest in heaven's nest. You don't knock, ring, or push a hole. The door's wide open, waiting for you, so you don't knock. Walk on in.
Well, I have no need to fear,
Oh yeah,
for he is ever near.
oh yeah,
And he knows that my work was true.
oh yeah.
So glad the day is through.
Well,
it wasn't for me to say.
oh yeah,
I didn't think I'd make my way.
oh yeah.
But now I'm walking, not knocking into heaven. Goodbye.
Well, you don't knock, you just walk on in. The door to heaven's in. There's love and joy for you to share the whole day through. I know my friends are there to rest in heaven's nest. You don't walk, ring, or push a hole. The door's wide open, wait for you, so you don't knock.
You just
Walk on Kate Taylor.
thank you all so much. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Yay! You are too kind. Thank you all so much. Come on up here, Kim and Kathleen. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you so very much for coming. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Where's Jordan? Where's Jordan? Yes. Oh, these are gorgeous. We're gonna do a number together, and we want everybody to join in.
I just want to take one moment, a huge shout out to Robin and Anna, who did so much work behind the scenes. It's not even funny. It wouldn't have happened without them getting the sponsors, and so huge thanks.
And as long as we're thanking Robin, she has another musical event coming up right here on Friday, November 3rd, I believe it is. Is that right, Robin? And it is a Joni Mitchell tribute celebration performed by Donna Hammers, lovely singer who's now living on the Cape. And that's the next musical event here at Cape Space. And Robin would like you to know about it, even though she didn't tell you about it herself.
Nice. Thank you, Bob.
I just want to say, about a month ago, when Hurricane Harvey happened, just like everybody else here, I was distraught and I felt like, what can we do to help? And as musicians, and folk musicians especially, it's in our DNA to kind of help everybody when we can, and especially to use music as a way to help heal, raise money, to bring people together. And tonight is an absolutely perfect example of our community coming together to help those in need. I sent a text to Kathleen and said, what do you think about a concert? Immediately she said, let's do it. We called Robin, and Robin immediately said, let's do it. We called Palmer. Palmer said, I'm in. We talked to Betsy, and we said, who can we get to come and play? She said, my friend Kate could come. And Kate and Steve drove up today from Brooklyn just to be here for you guys. I am moved beyond tears by the turnout that we have here tonight and the fact that you guys came out here to help such a worthy cause. So thank you. A big round of applause for you guys. We're going to do a John Lennon tune that I'm sure you guys know. And we're going to ask you to sing along. It's called Imagine.
Imagine that.
Like Kathleen said, if it weren't for Robin, I don't even know how this would have happened. So a special big hand for Robin Orbison for not only donating the space, but getting all of the sponsors to make this happen. And she did this all in her spare time.
Make sure you're in there. You're on there.
Check, check.
Do you have a guitar, Palmer?
Whatever you want to do. Yeah. Check, check.
Testing one.
Big round of applause for Palmer Egan, who also donated the services for all the sound tonight. Palmer rocks.
And Palmer's dad.
Palmer's dad, Brad, who just came along for the ride and helped out anyway. We're going to ask you to sing along, okay? I'm sure you're going to know the chorus as soon as we start.
Check, check, check.
All right.
Sure.
Are we guys ready?
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No heaven below us. Above is only sky.
Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us I wonder if we can. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Kathleen.
Thank you, Kim.
Robin, Betsy, and Palmer. Good night, everybody.
Kate Taylor. Kate Taylor. Give another hand.
Yeah.
Jordan Renzi. Kathleen Healy. Kim Moberg. Kate's going to be sticking around for a meet and greet. There's a pair of lost glasses at the desk in the back. If you're missing your glasses, pick them up on your way out. Robin has them. Let's see, any other announcements? Anybody else have an announcement? Do keep in mind that the problems are not solved, and there are still more donations needed. There's still more help needed. Give your time, give your treasure, give your heart, give whatever you can to help things out in Puerto Rico, in Houston, in Florida, wherever these things are happening. And if you need some more entertainment, the next event I'm producing is Judy Collins at the Monomoy Regional High School in December. Perhaps you'd like to see Judy Collins and hear some of her uplifting music. Anyway, good night, everybody. Drive safely. And you have something to say.
One last line. One planet, one people, one plan. If there is not a tribal revival, we're not going to be here.
Hear, hear. The elders have spoken.